Well, welcome back everyone to Final Fantasy XIV Online with Roselore Serafina. We are heading into episode 207 and we're talking to Falk Breeder, our Storm Commander. Alrighty, I just thought I would have a look and see how far we were from the end of patch 2.2. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more MSQs to go before we hit that end point. Let's and then we're into 2.3. So currently patch 7.2 has just finished downloading, just finished being added, and we're in patch 2.2, so we have a long way to go. Falk Breeder, the gift of eternity. Falk Breeder awaits the commencement of the operation with barely concealed rage. Uh-oh, she lost men. That's not concealed at all. Thrice-damned fishback bastards! I'll kill them slowly and then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Oh, hello. Peace, Commander. We're here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand, savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head. I'm not sure about that. Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetheryte in the depths of Sapsa. If we are to act, it must be now. The men are ready, but we but await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightened security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We should divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We're not here to kill them all. Alrighty. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin's legion of drowned pirates at Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land there is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. At the selfsame moment, a diversionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. In likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defensive effort. Roselore and Ishtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversions should serve to thin the enemy's defences, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Minfilia, you're not telling me I have to be subtle here, are you? Because, you know, I'm like a brick. Well, alright, I'm like a brick. Roselore, possibly a little bit more subtle. Thancred and Ugiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Ishtola and Roselore. When all have been set in motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Minfilia, as was agreed. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! When last did we fight side by side, Roselore? Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away. I'm not sure I've got her voice right. I'll get there. I haven't heard it often enough. She looks very serious. Come on, Ros. Alrighty. We've got a few gil on us. I'm just wondering if it might be worth upping our gear again. Or if I should, you know, get my crafters up to that point and just do my own gear. We will see what we shall see. The gift of eternity. Go through the first checkpoint and defeat any Sahagin that appear. Ishtola can fly, right? We'll land about here and come in, because that'll give us the least amount rather than going across the spawning grounds. and drawing unwarranted attention. She did want us to be subtle, right, Ros? Subtle? And now that we've finished A Realm Reborn, the main set, we can fly and be free. Let me just make sure we're going in the right direction. Yeah, there we go. Yep. All right, now we are like to meet some I was going to say we'd like to meet some resistance. I forgot this character is level 62. That shoal spine is like, I know what you're doing here, lady, but I'm not touching you with a barge pole. Not all of them are going to be so cooperative, though. Let's see how many of them decide we're lunch. What is it? The mission is not to kill them all. Roselore, you're listening, right? Just kill these ones. Oh, that's right. I have a Fluffy. I forgot about Fluffy. Fluffy will take down one and I'll get most of the other one done. I think Fluffy's doing more damage than I am, eh? Bird? Wow. Okay. Attitude. Yeah, I wouldn't touch me either. Was that my staff making Moogle noises? That's cute. Alright, into the second checkpoint. Go through the second checkpoint and defeat any Sahagin that appear. You are 4 or more levels above the recommended fate. Do we want to do a fate in the middle of a mission? Yar the Wave Fian, he who speaks with Leviathan's voice, has come to the Sapsa spawning ground to see his lord resurrected. Suffice it to say, he cannot be allowed to succeed. Slay him and send his ambitions sinking to the briny abyss. Fine. So what we're going to do is try not to trigger that while we trigger this. We are synced, aren't we? This is going to be harder than it was. Alright, we've got about 4 minutes. We're probably not going to succeed in this, but we are going to give it a go because we have a Fluffy. Okay, that's going to help us a bit. Oops, I forgot. Okay, Fluffy, take that thing. We are going to take him. Maybe. Alright. Alright, I'm not going to get very far if this guy keeps stabbing me in the back. Let's take him out. 3 minutes. And if I just stand there and stare at it, we're not going to get very far at all. Right, now let's take him out. You, that's Fluffy, he's fine. Hit that with some wave. Sorry, Fluffs, I forgot to back you up. Alright. I don't remember seeing Yar very often, so I'm just going to take the opportunity to get it done while we're here. I know. I'm pretty sure that we don't need him at our backs when we're destroying his stone. Okay. Thank you, Fluffy. You're in need of... Yeah, you are definitely in need of healing. Here, have some healing fluffs. Alrighty. You'll be right for the rest. Let's go. Oh, don't stand there. We are no longer synced, but we don't have to be silly about it. Fluffy, did you kill that other one all by yourself? You did. Well, that's okay. There's plenty to go around. Alright, you take care of the closest one. I'll take care of the furthest one. Until you know, wipe out the... I know, birds, right? Go through the second checkpoint and defeat any Sahagin. Go through the final checkpoint. So if you're not 10 levels or more above the critters in this area, you're going to have a much harder time than this because everything here is going to have a go at you. Fluffy, get your little feathery tail back here. And I'm doing this without food, and that's rather silly because I could do with the extra XP. And not to mention the other boosts that go along with it. Take these over here. Looks like we've got some pirates to deal with as well. No, that's a shelf spine. A drowned swordsman. Yeah, we do have pirates. Alright. Drowned swordsman. Wait. Good on you, Fluffy. You took that one out beautifully. Oh, did I hit the wrong thing? Oh, my bad. Yeah, I know. I could have avoided him entirely. I think Fluffy just took out all my opposition. Good tanking, Fluffs. Okay, go through the final checkpoint. What are we doing? Rejoin Ishtola. Where is she? Over here. Level 48. These things are incredibly hard to defeat and you can't avoid them. What fate? Oh, okay, the fate on the other side of this rock. But we're not going there. We'll fail that fate. See, she didn't avoid it. Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on. Let us press on. I don't know if we're going to get a run this time of the morning, but given the time zone and that it's, well, early. Uh-oh. There is a little fish back underneath that hat.
Damn them. They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Yes. Now we have to beat them.
Did I miss much?
Thancred. And Ugiri. Right, don't upset Ugiri, okay? What was that? Where can I learn it?
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
Thancred's smarter than he looks.
But seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for efficiency.
Well, yeah. No time for fancy garbage, let's get it done. Oh, come on, thanks. What's efficient about that? Oh, these two are having so much fun.
To the Aetheryte!
Yes, sir. Let's go. My staff does make Moogle sounds. I wonder how that works with a sword and shield. That would be funny. I know, right?
You'll forgive me my lateness.
Oh, everyone.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
Thancred. Not your fault.
Long have you shriveled swordwalkers tormented our kind,
Uh-oh.
but no more! Your time is at an end!
Yeah, never make the priest angry.
You shall perish with salt in your wounds and sea in your lungs.
That is not a good curse.
Lord of the world, hearken to our plea. Lord of the world, deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Yeah.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
Uh-huh.
What? Ah! Such power! It is transcendent!
Oh, no.
Seven hells.
Uh-huh. That's one way to put it.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile! I have mastered the gift! I am eternal! O mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial, I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants deliverance. I beseech you, come forth!
Uh-oh.
Die, damn you!
Foolish shorewalker! You cannot kill that which is eternal!
No, but we can banish it. Oh, they woke him. Of course they did. Did they... Is he going into Leviathan? That could be...
Heavens forfend.
This is your goodies.
Damn it all!
First primal. Well, at least it's an impressive one.
My being ebbs away. But it should by right be infinite. Am I not immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Oh, and now Leviathan is irritated. Ah, that thing wakes up grumpy anytime. We're gonna have to deal with it, aren't we?
Where did he go?
You know where you want to be. Oh, wait. We do.
What say you? Nary a single ship? Hells take that sea demon.
Gather the survivors and get to shore. Leave the wrecks for the pirates.
Took the fleet.
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Yeah.
For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Well, he's not stupid. He can't come on land. The wave can. Let's conclude this. Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it? Casting or healing? Let's go with the healing, see how we go. Alright, into the next main story quest. Into the heart of the Whorl. Melweb is brooding over Leviathan's return. Well, she should. Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlayan herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whorl in his element in a straight fight. He would make meat and matchwood of us. We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall wait you in the command room. Returning to Limsa. Do I have that set as my home? No, I've got Uldar set as my home. Let's go to Limsa. I know it's expensive for these teleports. People often complain about not having enough money. It's like, just do your quests. I am selling a little bit on the boards, but I'm not actually selling a lot. And all the money that I've made from selling it is actually in the in with my retainers. Okay, let's go. Speak with Melweb in the command room in Limsa Laminza. That is the opposite direction of that, so we want to go this way. It's a really obvious building. I just keep not seeing it because of the Etherite. Okay, so there's a few things I want to do to make progression through the story a little bit easier. One of them is to increase my equipment. Now I can do that by getting my crafters up and increasing my own gear. But the loop is that I have to get my crafting gear up to a point where that can happen, and that's kind of hard. So we may have to purchase it. You're expected in the command room. Pray, do not keep the Admiral waiting. Yeah, we've lost men. Everyone is on edge, and you cannot blame them. Let us put our new equipment on though. So our gear is at 80. It's not enough for the shroud. Now it's at 82. It's amazing what just upping your jewelry can do for you too. 70. Culottes, by the way, are long shorts. Those are not culottes. I mean, we're wearing them, but really. Melweb.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Noscea. Hearthstone, 'twas called. Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding, Leviathan rose from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the company of heroes put him down before he could do too much damage. But when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
Right.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
Correct.
Aye. The thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood. Given the quantity of crystals stolen to feed him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations.
Right.
If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa. That cannot happen. The primal must be stopped.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve it? The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
That's it.
I have read the reports, Master Thancred.
Oh dear.
Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did.
Oh dear.
7 hells! Is there no way that we might strike back?
The company of heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
Right.
Admiral, if I may.
Right.
Speak freely, Marshal.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe. This, in effect, is what the company of heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told. If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
Which is still pretty dangerous. All right. It's
Of
worth a
course!
try.
Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
Mm-hmm.
Begging your pardon, my lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis. But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another.
Right. So pierce the defenses and suppress the attacks. That'll be interesting.
In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals. The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
That's it.
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed 2 ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder. By your leave, we might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
Oh, you are so sprung.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters, the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
What?
This in itself will be no small feat. Ramming speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Oh no, the
Suffice
Scions are
it to
happy.
say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Ainzar.
It will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well. Commodore, assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabie Bay. Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
They have to wait.
Storm Marshal
No
Slafferson,
choice.
command of the operation is yours. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
Slafferson.
At once, Admiral.
And then there
Those
is
two.
the small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, Warrior of Light.
Oh, only with my fellow warriors, I'm afraid. Well, well. Very well. I think we need to speak with Yugiri next. Yugiri? Or is it Yugiri? Yugiri? I don't know. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Legends tell us that they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. What is it? A message. Admiral, I judged it best that it be delivered at once. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. One of the company of heroes. The details are yet hazy, Admiral. We have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. I am disinclined to put any store by his claim, and even should it be true, it is as Ishtola said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not know already? And yet, having wagered Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony should yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Damn it all! The twin vessel should soon be ready. We'll have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed primal slayer's claims. Roselore, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. Hey, what are you trying to say, boss? The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Noscea. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Indeed. Into the heart of the Whorl, speak with the Storm Private at the Grey Fleet. Very well. Admiral. Okay, why don't we go and see what's available up on the market boards. Might as well go into this a little better prepared as we can. Let us have a look at our character. We'll pop her alongside. So I've got a level 75. Righty. Heading into our conjurer thing for arms. It's a level 180. 85 grand. Yeah, not happening. I can't afford that one. Ditto, same person. No, azure blue. Yeah. So it just looks like we're just going to have to suck it up and get going. So level 180. Yeah, wow, they get more exorbitant. These were hard won though, so let's go for something crafted. What have we got? Level 75, so even a level 145 is pretty good. Let's have a look at that. Let's compare our items. So item comparison. So what we've got is we've got the Mighty Mog Rod, which I love, but so 23, 49, 22, spell speed is 60. That's going to be hard to turn, but down isn't it? 24, 52, 31 and 42. So I mean that might be worth getting if it's not exorbitant. Birch Signum. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so yeah, let's just go with this. Hopefully it will be able to be replaced. Let's head on down. So we go for the reasonably priced over the exorbitant. That would be nice, but I'm not sure whether or not. Hang on, let me have a look. It's level 180, so it's double what we've got. 40 grand is not too bad, I guess. Alright, let's see what else we've got. Icon cloth, 220 is, wow, 10. Take that. I know we're going to be in a bit of a mismatch, but I don't even know if I can wear it actually. That might be an idea. Let me just check I can wear them. Level 60, yeah, we can wear this. Alright, let's go. Yeah, we'll grab that. I'm just hoping that I'm not actually... Look, 75 to 180. If I can't wear these because they're not as good, something's wrong with me. Ruby Cotton Smalls. Yeah. I know, I'm actually looking at spell speed. So let's have a look at price now. So that's 10 grand. Let's just grab that. I know. Feet. Okay, Trifane is 255. We've just gotten ourselves some... Okay. We have gotten ourselves some very, very nice earrings. But we will pay that much for these. Oh my gosh. Into necklaces. Now it says I've got a -1 on that. I just want to see why. Because I mean it's level 255, so theoretically it should be a lot better than my 90. Yeah, look, vitality of 39, crit hit. Crit hit of 43, mind of 15 to 41, piety 18. So I guess we'll go with that, right? Let's have a look. Yeah. We'll go with bracelets. Trifane. Do we have anything that gives us a little bit of speed? Alright. Not really. So I guess we'll go with that. I mean, you watch. I'll go and I'll buy all this and then I'll end up not being able to put it on. Although it shouldn't be the case. Alright, so what we're going to do with this, we're going to go for a Trifane Ring of Healing. And then I noticed that slaying is war or magic. War or magic. Let's go with the icon. Iron ring. Ow. Alright. Let's see how many of these we can actually wear. Oh good. That's really nice to see. Alright. So this is our gear level of 82. Now we have a gear level of 215. Wow, that's not a bad little costume too. I like that one. Alrighty. I know, it is a bitzer. Okay. An S rank spawned in the Limsa Laminza lower decks. That doesn't sound right. That is... I'm really happy with that. I know, I'd be pretty hard pressed not to be. Let's have a quick look at our crafters. I know, while I'm here, why don't we push our luck? See if we've got anything worth spending a lot of money on first, though. Let's go into our Disciples of the Hand. Alrighty. We really want to bring our crafters up, don't we? I wonder what my gear level is for that. So let's have a look at our Carpenter. 24, Blacksmith, 22, Armourer, 30, Culinarian, okay. So let's just zippity-doo-dah back to our highest level thing, which is our Armourer. Okay. And we'll see what we've got here. So our Armourer, I know I came in here with 300 grand, I'm down to 152. Cobalt, level 43. I'm not... Just excuse me. 43 is the highest. Altered felt hat, 49. 15 grand is actually reasonable. What level was that? 48. Ah, that's hit rate. So is the altered felt hat is specific to crafting? No, it's not. Okay, cool. Does not look like there's any crafting gear. Maybe. Yeah, it is set for armourer. Fine. Very, very few. So just have a look at the, before you purchase something straight off thinking it's for your class. Always have a look at the bonuses it offers. In this case, we were looking for things that offered control, and there's nothing here that does that, so don't get suckered in. Raptor skin jerkin, gathering and perception is pretty good. I don't know what my gatherers are wearing though. Wool cowl, yeah. Okay, so not a lot of crafters will craft crafters gear. We're just gonna have to do that. Alright, we got this. Let's zippity-doo back into our white mage stuff. I am kind of happy with her looking like that. Even if, I don't know why they put healers in these short shorts. It's ridiculous. At least we've got thigh boots to protect most of our legs. And these little skirt things. Alrighty. I know, it's a bit of a Bitzer costume. Let's, oh, what are we doing? Let's head off to the grey thingamywhatsits. Let's get this next story quest going. Alright. Why are you running away from the big Aetheryte that can teleport you to where you need to go? Tell you what, I appreciate these crafters putting out reasonably priced gear though. Those of us who don't sell a lot, salute you. Actually, speaking of selling a lot, why don't we go and stick a few things on the market? At least return the favour in materials, because we're not... Although we are crafting, aren't we? Yeah, that's a good point. Why don't we just get rid of a few things in our backpack while we're here? Andreas, do I have stuff? Gil earned... Wow, I earned something? I did summon Andreas, I appreciate you. Alright. Let's have a look. Why don't we entrust our duplicates across? We have a couple of things that we can entrust. That's pretty good. Close our window. Close that. What are we selling? Okay, so we sold 7 items. A few things just aren't selling because they're probably not needed, or they're overpriced. One of the two. No one said I was good at this thing. Well, yeah. We'll see. We'll just leave them there. Eventually they'll go away or they won't. What need, Ragath? Well, I'd like to get rid of some of the stuff in my backpack if I could. Right, well, one of it. I could put more in there, that is true. I've been trying not to do that with this character, try not to hoard my gear. But we are doing some crafting, so it might be reasonable. Let's have a look and see what he's selling and how that's going. Oh, we put stuff up people needed. Good. Okay, good. Good. Alright. Let's leave that as is then. Basically I just need to see what's in my inventory that's... Yeah, so I've got a lot of... I got this. They need to go... So that's my craftsman's materia. Let's just hop out of this. We're gonna have a look in Fluffy's backpack. So that's shift control and I will bring up your Chocobo saddlebag. And we're just gonna add all of our materia to our saddlebag because I probably pulled it all out for a reason. Don't ask me what it was. And then I'm going to just sort it so it's all in one spot, looking pretty. Alrighty, so I have Savage Aim, which gives me critical hits. We have more critical hits. More critical hits. Yeah. Savage Might is determination. Heaven's Eye is direct hit rates. Quick Arm is skill speed. I think I've got something in here that does spell speed as well. Let's just see if we can find it. Quick Tongue is spell speed. And just like that, I think I can work out how to get past the scenario I'm having trouble with my other character, where the only problem I've got is I'm not quick enough. Provided I can meld materia to my thing. Alright, so we want her to be speedy as well as stuff. So let's grab this Quick Tongue materia. I may find that because the gear level is so high, my crafting level is too low. So we'll see how that goes. So there's tenacity. But you get piety in the yellow as well. I think piety is one of our things. I haven't quite worked out what it affects, which is my bad. Gatherers and craftsmanship. So let's toddle this way. 3rd degree. That's an awesome name. Okay, so what I want to do now is go into my character. Let's have a look and see what... Yeah, see, I've got some melding. So I've got spell speed. Let's have a look at my attributes. Boom. Alright. So I've only got 817 attack and healing potency. I want to get better at that. My spell speed is up a little bit. Alrighty. Okay, so this is what a mental potion affects. That's what a physical... These are the parts I haven't paid a lot of attention to because I don't do a lot of stat munching. Alright, but tenacity and piety are our 2 big skills. Well, maybe I should just pull that saddlebag up and grab out some tenacity then. Okay, so yellow is like your healer stuff. Okay, right. Just like green is your gatherers and blue is your craftsmen. Purple is probably DPS. That's your range DPS. Okay, alright, learning. I know, big learning curve. Okay, so when we're melding then, let me just pull that up, drag it over. Actually, let's drag this out over the way. So when we're melding, we want to pay attention to our roll stuff, but we also want to pay attention to how fast, how effective we are as well. Okay, I getcha. So what does this do for us? Do spell speed. So that's just spell speed and tenacity. I getcha. Radio. I know. There's probably somewhere I can go to read all of this, but that's okay. Alright, I can meld. Let's have a look at our melding. So all of these I can meld stuff to. If it's gear level that affects what I can meld to, then I'm about to find out how high a level crafter I'm going to need to get anything on my gear. Let's find out. Spell speed 3. Okay, the selected items level is too low to maximize the potential. So we don't want to be using our 3s then. We want to be using our 2s. +0. Selected item is too low. 1. +0. That's annoying. What about this one? Something doesn't feel right. You must be a level 62 Disciple of the Hand to meld this materia. For spell speed 3. What about spell speed 2? Level 62 to So I think what this is it's actually based. So the higher the level of your gear, the higher level crafter you're going to need to meld stuff to the gear. Alrighty, what's my lowest level gear then? Right, so this is level 50. Oops. What did I just do to myself? Stop. Right, okay. Okay, so I can't meld to my level 50 anyway. Level 255. 255. So I can meld stuff to all of this gear when I have a level 62 crafter, because the level of the gear dictates the level of the material. It dictates whether or not you can put the level of the crafter required to add. I get you now. Alright, well that took me a while to work out. Can I meld anything to level 145? Let's find out. No, level 58 for level 145 gear. Cool. Huh, well now I know. Awesome. Shift Control I. So we're going to stick all of this materia out of our pack again, because we just need to get one of our crafters up to level 60 something. So that would be why we were working on that. Oops. Yeah. Looks too like I've got paint in my backpack. Let's just grab Andreas. I don't know if Andreas is the one who carries the paint. Let's find out. Yep, Andreas carries the paint. Let's whack that in there. Grade 1 dark matter can repair gear. Let's keep that on us. We're just going to stick all of the metal stuff into Andreas's pack. I know I said I wasn't going to do it, but if I'm going to be leveling my crafters, we're going to be going through this fairly quickly. So let's just keep some of this stuff on us for a change. Does Andreas? Yeah, Andreas carries the cloth as well. So let's just drop the cloth in. And he carries the leather, I see. Alright, so we do have some crafting ahead of us then, if we're going to be able to maximize our gear with our materia. That's what I needed to know. Actually, all of that is used for crafting clothing. I am looking forward to this. So you can buy your gear, but if you want to enhance it, yeah. I wonder if you can sell enhanced gear, materia enhanced gear. Alright, I'm going to put my bat fang in there. I've got some raw ore over here, so we'll whack that tin in, and that zinc, and that iron. Definitely whack that mineral ore in over there. Backpack's looking a lot better, isn't it? Looks like I have timber in here as well. I know it was tidy, so I'm just going to make it tidy again. There we go. Now everything's a lot prettier. I know, make the backpack look pretty. Okay, let's quit out of Andreas. I think I've got some foodstuffs that I'm going to be wanting to put into Hragath's backpack, so we'll get some of that in there. Let's entrust a few things in here. Now, does Hragath do our... Yeah, Hragath is alchemy. Well, cooking is a kind of alchemy, okay? So we're just going to put all of this in. I'm not sure I want my void scent blood next to my hippogriff meat or whatever it is I've got in there. Or my fish glue. What on earth are you thinking, girl? Potter's clay. Rock salt. No, I do not have rocks in my head. Be nice. Is that only for use in Sylph Society quests? Okay. Alright, I think I'm going to have to be happy with that. That's not bad at all. Rightio. Right, so there's our next goal. Our next goal is to level our crafters up so that we can add our melding material so we can get faster and better at casting spells and doing stuff. Let us head on out to the Grey Cells. We do have a little bit of running on our hands. That's going to involve coming across. Now we've got two ways we can go to get to the Grey Sails. We can head out through Middle Noscea. I don't know if I want to go to Western Noscea. Or we can go up through Lower Noscea. I'm actually thinking it's much of a muchness, isn't it? Alright, let's go through Middle and we'll just see how we go. Once you've unlocked all of your aetheryte crystals, you can, of course, do that. Should we ride Fluffy? Oh, I don't know. He's still a bit slow. Come on, Fluffy. Let's go. Can you fly? He can fly. Oh, what am I thinking? It doesn't matter which gate we go out. We can fly. Alright, flying over the bat tunnels. They're a good place to visit as a... Oh, okay. Well, maybe not flying. Can I go through here? Yes. Alright. Oh, we still have to go through them? They're a great place to visit if you once you become a blue mage. Got my first spell in those tunnels. Now I'm struggling to find my second spell. Oh, my third, actually. You get given one. Okay. Out to the Grey Sails. Somewhere in here, we have a guy. Alright, Fluffy. I better not ride you inside. The innkeeper might get upset. Storm Private. Hi. Now look here. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry those sacks of grains over to the mill. But sir, that's what you said before you had me pick those oranges for you. And before I mucked out the Chocobo stables. And before I rolled that millstone over to the mill. And also before... You con artist. You're really not dressed for work, are you? Gods man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and do you hear me complaining? Huh, more like you've worked others 3 days straight. Bah, I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. All right, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Track Tomb ain't a generous soul. Now, prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting, you can. The tale of Track Tomb's epic victory over the dread Pinal Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge, make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as me members long, and that's no mean feat, let me tell you. That's more information than I needed. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. Even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake. Heh. What happened next? Why, I grabbed him by the tail and tied him up in knots, but not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic, maybe too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviathan, that you've got to learn to live with him and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. His costume is really getting to me. It's you. Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm Chocobo dung. No, I'm the maggots you find wriggling in the Chocobo dung. I have to lie to women to tumble them, and that don't happen much. My member's tiny. It's pathetic. Why? I sure as hells didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking me duties one day, loitering about the harbour when I saw it. Great big massive sea serpent some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared I soiled myself right there and then. What? Oh gods, just remembering the day made me soil myself all over again. You know, I wish I could read this before I read it, you know what I mean? Hey, wait, if you're here asking about Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? No, someone pays attention to detail. I'm sorry, I cannot. I just... Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you'll end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Why, you worthless, lying whoreson. I can't believe you made me handle Chocobo dung. Can we please get his butt off the screen? Thank you. Roselore, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan? I beg your pardon? Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I've tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Murabi dry docks. Pray make your way here as soon as you are able. I know. And now I'm leaving. I am out of here. I'm so gone. And guys, on that unfortunate note, I can't believe you did that, Devs. On that unfortunate note, I am going to have to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed the episode, please hit like. If you want to see more, please hit subscribe, and I will check you later. Take care out there.